Hello students, welcome again in social science class. Yesterday we had done the union legislature, the composition of union government and the powers divided between the central and state government into the three lists and residuary subjects. Today we will discuss about the union legislature, what is union legislature called, and about the composition of two houses. So, union legislature, the long struggle for the freedom transformed into a mass movement and ultimately succeeded in ushering freedom and self-rule. इतने लंबे सालों के स्ट्रगल के बाद, आज़ादी के स्ट्रगल के बाद हमें आज़ादी मिली और हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन मेकर ने इंडिया के फ्यूचर को डिसाइड किया. एंड इट वाज अ ड्रीम come true for the people of India who aspired for a democratic self-government. So the Constitution of India laid down the principle of universal adult franchise. It means all the citizens who are 18 or more than 18 of years of age have the right to vote. The right give the people an opportunity to actively participate in the political process of the country. The elected representatives who constitute the parliament that control and guide the union government, and people can express their trust in functioning of our democratic setup, because after independence we adopted democratic government. And what is democracy? Where people have the right to choose their representatives. And how will they choose? By the right to vote. And under the universal adult franchise, all the citizens who are age of 18 and above, they get right to vote without any discrimination. It means people can participate in the political process by electing the representatives and who will run the government on behalf of that people. So the parliament is the legislative organ. As I told you, the union government has three organs. The first one is union legislature. Legislature means law making body, where the laws are made. जहाँ कानून बनाए जाते हैं उसे क्या कहते हैं? Legislature. And in India, union legislature is called parliament. And it consists of parliament में कौन लोग शामिल होते हैं? President and the two houses. President is the integral part of the parliament. President is not a member of any particular house. He or she is the integral part of the parliament. And it has two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha, here the picture, that is the central hall of parliament. And yes, it is we consider Lok Sabha also, where the green mats are. In Rajya Sabha, their carpets are the red. So, Lok Sabha, it is called the lower house, and its members are directly elected by the people. The second house, that is called the Council of State and known as Rajya Sabha, or it is called upper house. It means parliament has two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. And Lok Sabha members are directly elected by the people, and in member of Rajya Sabha they are indirectly elected. And president is not a member of any two houses. I have already told you that president is the integral part of the parliament. You can ask a question, one mark question in the board, that who is the integral part of the parliament? The president. And no bill become a law without her approval, because in legislature, what is the main function of the legislature? To make law. When the law made in the parliament, it cannot become a law without the approval or consent of the president. So that's why president is the integral part of the parliament. To ensure the principles of federalism, Lok Sabha represent the people and Rajya Sabha represent the states of India. Now let's talk about the Lok Sabha. Student, you can write down all the points regarding the Lok Sabha. First of all, the composition. About composition we will discuss, and then the qualification. So for Lok Sabha, it is called the House of People. Lok matlab people. maximum strength of the Lok Sabha shall not exceed 550. लोकसभा की मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेंथ कितनी हो सकती है? 550, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं. एंड आउट ऑफ दिस 530 मेंबर्स आर डायरेक्टली इलेक्टेड बाय पीपल फ्रॉम डिफरेंट स्टेट्स. 530 members are directly elected from different states. Means through the election people give the right give vote, and then the different members are elected from different states and they become the member of parliament. Those are called MPs. And where the 20 members, remaining 20 members are elected from the union territories. Elections are based on secret ballot, and the candidate getting the highest number of votes in a constituency is declared elected. आप सभी को पता होगा, पहले जब इलेक्शंस होता था बैलेट पेपर पे होता था. एक पेपर होता था जिसको फोल्ड करके एक बॉक्स में डाला जाता था, और जिस कैंडिडेट को सबसे ज़्यादा वोट मिलती थी उस पर्सन को उस कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी का, उस एरिया का क्या कहते थे, इलेक्टेड डिक्लेयर किया जाता था, रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स. And in case of Anglo-Indian community, Anglo-Indian community means the people who are the not earlier the member of the India, and they become the Indian member. Particularly they have also right, now they have the citizenship of India, and they have right to participate in the political activity. But if they do not get the adequate majority or the presentation in the Lok Sabha, then president has the power to nominate 2 members from this community. So here what point derived? President has power to nominate 2 members in the Lok Sabha. So Lok Sabha from the Anglo-Indian community. Next point is some seats are reserved for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes. Some seats are reserved for the SC, ST in the Lok Sabha. Person belonging to these category can contest election from these reserved constituency. What is the meaning of reservation? Reservation means some seats in the parliament are reserved for the member of SC, ST. It means the person belonging to that community will only elect from that constituency. But remember students, the electorate will be the general. जो कैंडिडेट होंगे वो वहाँ पर SC, ST के होंगे, लेकिन जो वोटर होंगे वो सभी कॉमन पीपल जो उस एरिया में, उस कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में रह रहे हैं. क्लियर? बट द इलेक्टोरेट इज जॉइंट, विच मीन्स all the eligible voters in that constituency have the right to vote without any discrimination. So what is the purpose behind this reservation? To assist and to uplift the weaker section of the society, ताकि वो ऐसा ना हो कि अगर वो लो कास्ट को बिलोंग करते हैं या बैकवर्ड क्लास को, तो उन्हें इलेक्शन में पार्टिसिपेट करने का राइट नहीं है या गवर्नमेंट बनाने का राइट नहीं है. उनको भी आगे लाने के लिए, ताकि वो बाकियों के बराबर आ सके, इसीलिए उन्हें स्पेशल ये राइट दिया गया, राइट टू रिजर्वेशन in the politics, in parliament, and bring them into the national stream. So this is about the composition of the Lok Sabha. I repeat, the maximum number of the Lok Sabha shall not exceed 550, and out of these 530 members are directly elected by the people from different states, and remaining 20 members are elected from the union territories. In India at present about 543 members in the Lok Sabha, and elections are based on secret ballot. Now it is also done with the EVM, electronic voting machines, and the candidate who get the highest number of votes in the constituency, that is declared elected representative. And next point, the president has power to nominate 2 members in Lok Sabha from the Anglo-Indian community. Next, some seats are reserved for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, means the person belonging to that caste can contest election from these reserved constituency, but the electorate will be joined. Yes. these are some important facts about the 16th Lok Sabha. Largest number of the constituencies are in Uttar Pradesh, that is 18. Lowest number of the constituencies are in Sikkim, Mizoram, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur and Tripura. The new states of Telangana has 13 constituencies. And National Capital Territory of Delhi has 7 constituencies. Other union territories have 6 constituencies. Listen student, all the states have the different number of constituencies in the Lok Sabha, represent the Lok Sabha. And then what number, there is not any fixed number of constituency in a state. It is based on the population of that state. If a state has a large population, the number of constituencies also high. So it depends upon the population and size of that state. The reservation of seats for women. This bill is still pending. It's a very burning topic because the proposal for the 33% seats reserved for women in the parliament and in the state legislature. But still this bill is pending. What is the purpose behind this? Because the women in our country almost 50% in population, but their share in politics is very less. It's less than 10%. So to uplift them and to bring them in the Indian politics, because when the women will also include in the politics, they form the policy, include in the government, then they can more think positive for the welfare of the women. But this bill still pending and it is passed only at the third level, that is local level, Panchayati Raj system, where the 33% seats are reserved in the Panchayati Raj system, rural area and in the urban area. But still it is pending in the union legislature, means parliament, and in the state legislature. गांधी जी ने भी कहा इसके बारे में, as long as women of India do not take part in public life, there can be no salvation for the country. Now what is the qualification for being a member of लोक सभा? कि अगर हम लोक सभा का मेंबर बनना चाहते हैं तो हमें क्या क्वालिफिकेशन चाहिए, क्या एलिजिबिलिटी चाहिए? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, in order to become a member of Lok Sabha, the candidate must have the following qualification. She must be a citizen of India. A person who doesn't belong to India and living here for 1 or 2 months or 1 year, that person cannot take part in the election. The person must be the citizen of India and his age must be minimum 25 years. कम से कम 25 years एज होनी चाहिए, तभी वो लोकसभा का मेंबर बन सकते हैं और उसके लिए इलेक्शन लड़ सकते हैं. His or her name must be in the voter list. Next, she must possess such other qualification as may be prescribed under law made by the parliament. कि पार्लियामेंट के अकॉर्डिंगली जो भी रूल्स रेगुलेशंस बनाए हैं, दैट पर्सन अगर उस लॉ उस कंडीशंस को फुलफिल करते हैं, even then they can the member of the Lok Sabha. And she should not be a government servant. जो गवर्नमेंट सर्विस ऑलरेडी गवर्नमेंट सर्विस कर रहे हैं वो लोकसभा की इलेक्शन में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर सकते. आइदर दे हैव टू रिज़ाइन फ्रॉम दैट सीट, उन्हें वहाँ से रिज़ाइन देना पड़ेगा. Now the tenure means time period. The member of Lok Sabha are elected for how many years? What is the tenure or time period of the Lok Sabha? There are some provision regarding the tenure. First of all, the normal term of Lok Sabha is 5 years. Lok Sabha dissolve after every 5 years. Means जब लोकसभा के मेंबर एक बार चुने जाते हैं तो वो 5 years के लिए चुने जाते हैं. नॉर्मल टर्म, द नॉर्मल टर्म ऑफ लोकसभा इज़ 5 years. Second, the president of India can dissolve it earlier also, but only on the recommendation of the prime minister. वैसे वो 5 साल के लिए चुने जाते हैं, लेकिन अगर लोकसभा जो है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अकॉर्डिंगली काम नहीं कर रहे हैं या वो टाइम उस मेजॉरिटी खो देते हैं, तो टाइम से पहले भी 5 years से पहले भी वो डिज़ोल्व हो सकते हैं, बट ओनली ऑन द रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ द Prime Minister. And third provision regarding the tenure is it can be extended for a period of 1 year at a time if such bill is passed by the Parliament to meet some emergency situation and for the orderly and smooth working of Lok Sabha. It means कि लोकसभा को मैक्सिमम 1 ईयर के लिए एक्सटेंड भी कर सकते हैं, मीन्स 5 की जगह 6 साल कर सकते हैं, लेकिन कब, अगर कंट्री के अंदर कोई इमरजेंसी चल रही है, एक्सट्रीम सिचुएशन है और उसके लिए भी पार्लियामेंट में वो बिल पास होना ज़रूरी है। अदरवाइज़ वो 5 ईयर्स ही रहते, 1 ईयर के लिए एक्सटेंड हो सकता है। किस लिए? टू फेस द एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डनरी सिचुएशन, कि अगर कंट्री में कोई ऐसी सिचुएशन चल रही है कि उस टाइम हम दोबारा इलेक्शन नहीं कर सकते, लोकसभा का टाइम पूरा हो गया है लेकिन सिचुएशन नॉर्मल नहीं है, तो कंट्री की वेलफेयर के लिए इट कैन बी एक्सटेंड फॉर द 1 ईयर, बट दैट बिल मस्ट बी पास बाय द पार्लियामेंट. So clear, there are 3 provisions regarding the tenure. First one is the normal term is 5 years. Second, it can be dissolved by President earlier on the recommendation of Prime Minister. Third, it can be extended for 1 year if the bill passed by the Parliament to meet some emergency situation and for the orderly and smoothly working of the Lok Sabha. And who preside over the meeting of Lok Sabha? Speaker. Speaker is the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha. The Speaker, Deputy Speaker, and are elected by the members from among us themselves. There can be question: who elect the Speaker and Deputy Speaker? They are elected by the member of the Parliament, but there is tradition in India. The Speaker is always elected from the majority party. Means जिस पार्टी को कंट्री में सबसे ज़्यादा वोट्स मिले हैं, सबसे ज़्यादा रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हैं, उस पार्टी, रूलिंग पार्टी या मेजॉरिटी पार्टी के मेंबर जो हैं उनमें से एक मेंबर को स्पीकर इलेक्ट करते हैं. एंड डिप्टी स्पीकर इज़ फ्रॉम द अपोजिशन पार्टी. अपोजिशन पार्टी मीन्स द पार्टी विच डज नॉट गेट इलेक्टेड एज अ रूलिंग पार्टी, दे एक्ट एज अ अपोजिशन पार्टी. क्योंकि रूलिंग पार्टी बनने के लिए क्या, उन्हें मेजॉरिटी चाहिए, लेकिन जिस पार्टी के मेंबर्स हैं पार्लियामेंट में लेकिन इतनी मेजॉरिटी नहीं कि वो गवर्नमेंट बना सके, तो वो अपोजिशन का रोल प्ले करते हैं. और डिप्टी स्पीकर हमेशा कौन चुनते हैं? फ्रॉम द अपोजिशन पार्टी. सो हियर इज ऑल्सो क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज़ द ट्रेडिशन टू इलेक्ट द स्पीकर एंड डिप्टी स्पीकर? Speaker is elected by the majority party and the deputy speaker is always from the opposition party. These are the first picture of the first speaker, male and the female. Overall, our first speaker of Lok Sabha was Mr. G.V. Mavalankar, and the first woman speaker of Lok Sabha, Ms. Meera Kumar. Now, what are the powers and functions of the Lok Sabha Speaker? First, the Speaker preside over the meeting of Lok Sabha. जितनी भी लोक सभा में मीटिंग्स होती हैं उनको होस्ट कौन करते हैं? स्पीकर. And in his her absence, the house is chaired by the deputy speaker. If the speaker is absent due to any reason, and then deputy speaker will chair the house. Second, the speaker maintains discipline and decorum of the house. जब भी हाउस के अंदर आपने टीवी में देखा होगा, पार्लियामेंट के सेशंस होते हैं, मिनिस्टर डिस्कस करते हैं, तो वहाँ पर जो डिसिप्लिन और उसकी जो डेकोरम को मेंटेन करने का जो पावर है वो किसके पास होता है? स्पीकर के पास. इफ़ द सिचुएशन डिमांड्स, द स्पीकर कैन एडजर्न द हाउस. अगर उन्हें लगता है कि मेंबर जो है वो डिसिप्लिन से बाहर जा रहे हैं, इनडिसिप्लिन हो रहे हैं या प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हो रही है, देन ही और शी हैज़ द पावर टू एडजर्न द हाउस. उसे स्थगित कर सकते हैं, वहीं रोक भी सकते हैं. All the petitions and documents addressed to the house are received by the speaker. जो भी हाउस के अंदर डॉक्यूमेंट्स होते हैं या पेटिशंस होते हैं प्रेजेंट की जाती हैं, वो सभी किसके नेम पर होते हैं? स्पीकर के नेम पर. It is the Lok Sabha Speaker who preside over the joint sitting of both the houses of the Parliament. अगर कभी दोनों हाउस की जॉइंट मीटिंग बुलाई जाती है किसी रीज़न के लिए या किसी खास पर्पस के लिए, देन हु प्रिजाइड ओवर द मीटिंग? द लोकसभा स्पीकर. Who preside over the joint meeting of both the House of Parliament? Answer is Lok Sabha Speaker. Now about the Rajya Sabha. It is called upper house and its strength is 250. Out of these, 12 members are nominated by the President of India. In Lok Sabha, how many members are nominated by President? 2 members. But in Rajya Sabha, 12 members are nominated by the President and remaining 230 are elected from the states and union territories by the elected members of State Legislative Assembly. लोक सभा में हमने कहा था द मेंबर्स ऑफ लोक सभा डायरेक्टली इलेक्टेड बाय द पीपल. इलेक्शंस होते हैं तो डायरेक्टली लोगों के द्वारा वो इलेक्ट होते हैं. बट राज्यसभा के जो मेंबर्स होते हैं उन्हें जो इलेक्टेड पर्सन होते हैं स्टेट के और लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबलीज़ के, वो उन्हें इलेक्ट करते हैं. यूनियन टेरिटरी और डिफरेंट स्टेट के जो इलेक्टेड, जिन्हें लोगों ने पहले चुन लिया, फिर वो आगे राज्यसभा के मेंबर्स को इलेक्ट करते हैं. एंड 12 nominated members are from the different areas. They are the distinct personalities from the various fields of art, literature, साइंस, सोशल सर्विस, स्पोर्ट्स. मीन्स कि ऐसी पर्सनालिटी जिन्होंने सोसाइटी के अंदर अपने अपने फील्ड में बहुत बढ़िया काम किया है, तो प्रेसिडेंट उन्हें एक ऑनर करने के लिए भी जो उन्हें राज्यसभा के अंदर नॉमिनेट कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, देयर आर मैनी पर्सन फ्रॉम द फिल्म इंडस्ट्री, दे आर ऑल्सो द मेंबर ऑफ राज्यसभा. एंड फ्रॉम द स्पोर्ट्स लाइक सचिन तेंदुलकर, he is also the member of Rajya Sabha. Now, what are the qualifications required for being the member of Rajya Sabha? He or she must be the citizen of India and age not less than 30 years. Means minimum age for the member of Rajya Sabha is 30 years. For Lok Sabha, 25. And her name must be in the voter list. As you know, people do not participate directly in the election of Rajya Sabha. The members are elected indirectly by the state legislature. Elected, it means MLAs. The member of Rajya Sabha are elected by the MLAs. Delhi is not a state, yet its assembly elects 3 members to the Rajya Sabha because Delhi has a special status. It's the national capital. What is the tenure of the Rajya Sabha? Time period. For how many years the member of Rajya Sabha are elected? Like Lok Sabha is Lok Sabha tenure is 5 years, but Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. Why Rajya Sabha called permanent house? Because it cannot be dissolved. In Lok Sabha, I told you that it can be dissolved before the 5 years. But Rajya Sabha cannot be dissolved. Means a person who become a member of Rajya Sabha, he remain for the 6 years. But after every 2 years, जिन members के 6 years complete हो जाते हैं, after every 2 years, 1/3 of its member get retired and elections are held to fill these states. तो उनकी जगह पर नए members को elect किया जाता है. So each member of Rajya Sabha has a term of 6 years. Okay, there is no provision to dissolve the Rajya Sabha. It is called permanent house. Who is the presiding officer of Rajya Sabha? The Vice President of India is the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Who is the presiding officer of Lok Sabha? Speaker. But who is the presiding officer of Rajya Sabha? Vice President. Like the Lok Sabha Speaker, she also preside over the meeting of Rajya Sabha. Here we can say these are the power and functions of the presiding officer of Rajya Sabha. Or you can also say that what are the powers and functions of the Vice President. She preside over the meeting of Rajya Sabha. Number 2, he conducts its proceeding and maintain the discipline and decorum of the house. Since Vice President not a member of the House, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट राज्यसभा का मेंबर नहीं होते, तो जब भी कोई बिल पास होता है तो वहाँ पर जो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट अपने वोट नहीं डालते, बट he she cannot vote on any issue, whereas the Lok Sabha speaker can. Rajya Sabha elects its deputy chairman from among its member. Who elect the deputy chairman? Its member of Rajya Sabha, who perform the duty of the chairman in his or absence. If the vice president is absent due to any reason, then the deputy chairman perform all the duty of the vice president. Who was the first chairman of Rajya Sabha? Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. So student, today we have discussed about the Union Legislature, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Later on we will do the powers and function of the Parliament. Till then, bye.